Welcome to Boss Reviews. This is the channel where I review things that I personally own and give you my honest, unbiased opinion about it. Today I'm going to be talking about the Smith Wesson M&P knife. So I initially got this knife for my dad, and my dad has been using it for a long time. It comes in a black version as well as a tan version. And he loves it. He was an electrician. He recently retired. He was using it every single day to do everything that he needed to do as an electrician. I assume stripping wires and, cutting certain things, cutting various things, of course. But cool thing about this knife is it does have a glass breaker on the end. It has a locking feature. And what I think is really cool is it does have a little knob on the end. So that way, when you push it, it'll just swing out on its own, which is pretty cool. They call this the Magic Assisted Knife, and I guess it's an acronym to stand for something. But in my experience, it's probably the best assisted systems I think I've ever seen. This is a assisted blade is what they call it. So it's not technically a switch blade. They just call it an assisted blade. So it's when you fold it back, it ends up like you're compressing a spring, and then when you lock it, when you try and push that, it's not going to go. When you try and push that little quick release that it has. So when you unlock it, then you push it, it'll swing right open. Nice and buttery, locks in position. It's really, really nice. It's got a nice rubber texturing on the front. It's got a nice rubber texturing on the back. Now I have been using this one for a while. I actually got this particular one for my girlfriend, and she uses it all the time. She's had this for, I want to say, somewhere around 6 months or so at this point. I got her one a long time ago and someone ended up stealing it, so I got her a new one. So you may see some wear. Just keep in mind that that's not what you're gonna get when it's brand new, or at least you shouldn't. So here, the belt clip is actually very, very sturdy. My dad's, my girlfriend's, the first one, and this one, these screws have never come loose. I assume there's some Loctite in there. They hold up very well. As far as stiffness of the blade, once it's locked, it is rigid. It's no wobble whatsoever. But getting it out of the locked position is very easy with the liner lock that they have inside. As far as resharpening, honestly, out of the 3 knives that we've had, never needed to sharpen them. They are just, I assume it's just some kind of a hard steel, like pretty hard steel. But my dad, I believe he has sharpened it, I think once or twice, and he just used a typical kitchen sharpener, nothing crazy, no whetstones, anything like that, and it took a edge very quickly. Not that it was extremely dull to begin with, so there's that. As far as holding it, it's very, very light actually. It's not too big. I don't know if you can see, but as far as my hand is concerned, I have decent sized hands. It's a little small for me personally. I have bigger hands, so when I try and release this, if I do it a dozen times, it might hurt my finger a little bit, but it is very butter smooth. I love opening this and playing with it. Throughout all the knives that we've had, we've never had to take this apart, disassemble it for any crazy cleaning or anything. We use this for pretty much everything we possibly could think of. It's in her pocket at all times or in her bag. It also has a double thumb release. So if you wanted to, you could use your thumb, and it is spring assisted. So even without hitting that, you're still gonna get the assistance of that spring, and it's gonna flick right out. If you guys are interested in picking this up, then feel free to go ahead and look in the video description. I'll have a link to Amazon, so that way you can look at the most updated price on this. But I hope this video was helpful. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the future videos. Currently, I am reviewing a Deity VMic D3 Pro, as well as the Canon M6 mirrorless camera. I have a few more videos coming as well, so feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the future videos.